don't know if I need this. Can I ask a question? Is this being live streamed before I start?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's not live streamed. Oh, I beg your pardon. It is being recorded, though it's not being live streamed. I apologise.
So,
This meeting is not being live streamed at all, but we are having technical issues at the moment with the recording, so we're unsure if it is actually recording. We're hoping it is, but we have had some technical issues.
was it recording on the 15th of May?
I can't answer any of that at this stage. I'm sorry, I don't have a copy to any of those things here, but if you'd like to start on this item now, you're most welcome.
Okay. Yep. I feel the community has enough mushroom treatment from the council and it's time to change. Even my address was censored on the 15th of May through making a quote that comes from council's business paper in 2009, a quote that was never disputed by council, the former general manager or the now executive manager public officer. Censoring for fear of defamation from myself on a council website regarding the 2005 memo is both rich and yet another slap in the face regarding a council memo that council wouldn't release over the years through fear of myself and others taking council themselves to court for defamation. It wasn't enough that I lost more than I thought I ever could with council over the years. Since council had a problem with my address on this issue on the 15th of May, I'd like to repeat other people's comments, which weren't censored. Councillor Moran, the memo that Miss Mackay mentioned in her address to council, the 2005 memo, I was told by a journalist that it was leaked to him by the General Manager Brian Weir and then Mayor David Hamilton in the Mayor's office. There was never any investigation about that. Former Councillor Don Briggs. Even the former General Manager at the time declared that he had deliberately gone to the press on confidentiality and leaked it, which he thought was the best way to getting it into the public arena. So there was already a leak before the council court case, the Land and Environment court case, which was significant. The leaking of the confidential 2005 memo was significant in gravity and concerns the highest level of local government in this area that we should have confidence in. Council, however, either do not want to do anything and hope it goes away, or it feels like it's being covered up, just like the 15th of May address. From the facts provided, the do nothing option is blatant with the 2005 memo, and yet the do everything and anything option was evident with the SCC versus Stewart court case, Land and Environment case. Lives have been impacted on, including irreparable damage, and this inconsistency needs to be understood and transparent in order to gain some degree of confidence with this council. There are none so determined as someone that has lost so much. There were councillors that suggested council is changing, yet I have still to see that. And there are still opportunities for this council to investigate the memo, even to some degree. As suggested, the author of the memo still is employed by this council. So easy to question that particular person, but I have the fear that there is a conflict of interest when it comes to the 2005 memo. And yet this council took so much effort to take 2 former councillors to court for an alleged leak. I think there needs to be consistency. I think those that were targeted in the former council, if you want to say that with the councillors, should have their lives back. People who have irreparable damage should be looked at, apologies should be made and solutions created. I think the do nothing option's not going to be something that is viable. because people, as I said, have lost too much and they're not going to let it go. You can't just let irreparable damage go, and I don't think anyone should expect people to expect that and to do that.
60 seconds.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Did you sign the form?
Yeah, I did.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time. Are there any questions of the speaker, councillors? Councillor Moran, please.
Yes, Ms Mackay.
Through the chair, please, councillor.
I'm sorry, Madam Mayor. Through the Chair, Madam Mayor, I'd like to know, does Ms Mackay think that there's some sort of a nexus between the way Council has dealt with previous leaks of information from this body and the way that Council dealt with the leaks of the Land and Environment Court case?
Ms Mackay, through the chair.
Are you referring to
Through the
2005?
chair, sorry, through the chair.
Is this in reference to the 2005 memo vis-a-vis the other? Yeah,
That's what you was referring to.
absolute inconsistency, and I don't think that should be left either covered up or do nothing with. I think that inconsistency needs to be looked at and understood, and the gravity of the situation needs to be something that needs to be reviewed, and as I've heard in this chamber before, never happen again. If it's just left go, it's going to be something that becomes entrenched convention. There'll be some stage that corporate council won't even know what they're doing. They'll automatically do it. And that's the way it felt with the former council. Things just automatically happened that an onlooker would have thought that needs to be reviewed.
Point of order, please.
Madam Mayor, Ms Mackay was asked a question. I think she's adequately answered the question. We don't need to go into another presentation.
I didn't think it was a presentation, otherwise I would have read out an email.
Thank you. I will accept your point of order, Councillor Saliba. Was there any other questions of the speaker? Thank you very, very much.
Thanks.
The next item on the agenda, Councillor, is the committee of the whole closed session adjournment. Does the council wish to leave a motion that council resolve in the committee of the whole in confidential session to consider the above business as listed, together with any late reports tabled at the meeting, and also 5.2, that pursuant to section 10A 1 to 3 of the Local Government Act of 1993, the press and public be excluded from the proceedings on the basis that the business to be considered is classified, confidential, under the provisions of section 10A 2G of the Act as outlined above. Thank you, Councillor. And also item 3 as well, Councillor. Thank you very much. And seconded by Councillor Rankin. Any discussion, councillors? Councillor Moran.
Yes, Madam Mayor. In view of the fact that there are two members of the public here, and were we to convene in committee of the whole in confidential session in this particular room, they would be pushed out into the cold. I would move an amendment, Madam Mayor, that we reconvene into committee of the whole in confidential session in this level 2 meeting room.
Thank you. Councillor Saliba, would you accept that amendment?
Well, this is the chamber. This is where there should be deliberations. Perhaps we might have somewhere else where our general public can sit and wait inside rather than outside.
Look, I'll just ask advice of that for our manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The simple option would be for us to, as Councillor Cameron suggested, for some particularly easy for us to have space on the space.
Would you accept that amendment? Councillor Rankin, would you think that's... Thank you very much. Any other discussion, councillors? We'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you very much. That's unanimous. The meeting is now adjourned at 6:35 p.m. So 6:45 p.m. Thank you.
So everyone's adjourning.
I'll pick one for you.